Joe was really disgusted. Joe,
grow
up, bro.
I
Grow
am.
up,
Nigga
bro.
said $1 million.
Recently, y'all said a bunch to make.
Grow up. We your friends, bro.
Make
Enough.
me disgusted.
We discussed each other all the time.
All the time.
like
It's just a gig at this point. It's
Or you had a conversation
I'm
with
done.
God, and you have a 10-minute conversation with God, and he show you how to be abundant in all these other areas outside of finance. Then what?
Yo, motherfucker, spat on.
and these are white couches. And what are you drinking? Coffee? Some shit is stained.
No.
Something
Holy water.
something that the Tide pen ain't getting out.
What's good, Elevators? It's your boy Elevation here with another episode of the JBP Elevated, where we speak on the Joe Budden podcast and all of his co-hosts on and off the pod. Hey, man, these guys, they just don't get it. How many times are they going to fail these tests that Joe is giving them? And before I even get into that, guys, I'm only speaking from the perspective of Joe. I'm not saying I agree with everything that he does, but part of what makes this community great is the way we assess what happens on the pod. So I'm just speaking from Joe's perspective. Every single time he gives them one of these tests, they fail with flying colors. It's like they're purposefully trying to fail. They won't step on anything Joe says when they're talking about certain topics, but whenever he asks them these questions trying to gauge more who they are as people, they fail. When Joe, or let me start from here. When y'all saw Joe's reaction based off of y'all praying or not praying before the Thanksgiving feast, that should have let you know how he is spiritually. And because he's the man that assesses y'all checks, you kind of have to gauge how you walk around him. Mark was right on not wanting to speak on religion and not wanting to speak on politics, even though that's what he's up there for. These are things that are big no-nos. And ever since I was a kid, people used to, or my parents used to tell me not to openly speak on these things because people feel so strongly about what they believe in. That being said, it's clear Joe is on the spiritual side of things. So when he asks you a question like this, it's funny that he thought Ish was going to be the only one to answer incorrectly in his eyes, yet Ish understood the assignment. You think Ish doesn't want bread? But I think he was being truthful, and I would have answered the same way. Let me speak to the Most High, because that... It doesn't matter how much money's on the table. The fact that y'all are picking money every single time is letting Joe know y'all are not grateful for what he has placed y'all in position for. Y'all are looking at it like these are things that y'all did on your own, which let me not take credit from any one of y'all. All of y'all placed yourself in this position by being in close proximity of Joe or being in the right place, right time, or your talent. But at the same time, y'all want money everything. Y'all are seeing the money that's coming on the JBN, and y'all think y'all are just supposed to receive a piece of that because y'all were a part of that. And Joe's looking at y'all all now like y'all are all expendable. All of y'all. I keep putting onus on Flip. I keep putting onus on Imani because it's clear as day that it's happening to them. Demotion, to the possible firing that's coming up. But everyone else just thinks they're safe, and they're not. They're not. First of all, none of us would even have access to $1 trillion like that. Even the people that are close to that, like Elon Musk or what's his name for Oracle, Larry Ellison, even the niggas that is close to $1 trillion, they don't touch $1 trillion. So the fact that y'all would even answer that lets me know, oh Lord. Oh Lord. And then he revised the question. Oh, this nigga said, how about for $1 million? And for y'all to still vehemently say yes, even though y'all have all reached over $1 million in y'all lifetime, is very telling. It's very telling. And guys, even though I believe in the Most High, this is not me telling y'all need to believe in the Most High. But if your main mission is to receive money and get money by any means, why the fuck would you piss off the person that's giving you the most money you've ever seen? And outside of Ish, I'm gonna say that with assertion. The most money y'all have ever touched has come through Joe Budden. And y'all are going to say this to the nigga that clearly doesn't want y'all saying this or thinking like this. For him to be that pissed off at the end of the episode and Flip picked up on it, because like I always say, Flip going to pick up on signals. He may not be able to express himself or articulate himself, but he's going to pick up on what is being placed out for him to see. Joe's pissed. And this is going to reverberate in the future because, newsflash, guys, he brought up the Thanksgiving shit, which happened in the past. And the thing that he said that scares me the most, for them, not necessarily me as an audience member, but for them. Y'all niggas have been saying a lot of shit. Just wrong. Y'all, the way y'all think is wrong. And I'm the one raising the flags. Hey, guys, Joe, he sounds different in his assessment at the end of this year than he normally does. Even though this is something he does every year, like a end of the year wrap up, he sounds different this time. He didn't let it be known on the main pod or the Patreon that he visited in the Patreon offices. That's scary, guys. And now he's looking at you like this and assessing different situations and openly telling you, y'all are doing this shit wrong and I'm fucking judging you. Okay. And the only person that's playing the game correctly in his eyes is Mark. And even Mark fucked up. Because, like he said, out of all the people that surprised me, I'm not surprised by these niggas over here. But you, Mark? Mark, I don't know if you've noticed, Joe has been shooting a lot of shots in your direction, so much so he's calling you a bitch. He's trying to see how you'll react. He's trying to gauge your reaction because, here's another news flash, he thinks you're as fake as they come, Mark. He does. So for you to answer the question in the manner that you did, it didn't give him more things to judge you on. It just told him that his previous judgments on you were correct. And that's even worse. Guys, I know I speculate a lot. I know I talk a lot of shit. But believe me on this one, yo. Something is going to happen as a direct result of this. And this was just the cherry on top. But he's looking at these niggas like, y'all are so concerned about money, not realizing that I'm the one that has control of the faucet. And the reason I'm giving Mark so much credit is because he's taking his COE to a whole nother level. And speaking of which, nope, you know what? Nope, that's going to be my second video of the day. I'll come back. I'll see y'all on Patreon because best believe it went down over there. And once again, I'm going to continue to say this. I appreciate all the support y'all have been showing me over there. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the page if you haven't. If you have, you already know how we rocking. You already know what it is, man. Hey, y'all check back in like 2 or 3 hours, man. I got a lot to say. I'll see y'all in a bit. Peace.